Yesterday must have been haircut day.
What?
Everybody was getting a haircut yesterday. We heard earlier in the show, this guy said her daughter got a very dramatic haircut.
Yes, very drastic.
The little boy cut.
Yes.
Which is wild.
We're going to have some gender confusion going on for a while.
No question about it.
Yep.
I went in, asked for the exact same haircut. I got the little boy cut.
Perfect.
Yes, so I got a haircut yesterday.
Yeah.
And your dog Nugget was going in for a haircut as well.
True that.
Until it didn't happen.
We ain't done yet. It's time for the P1 podcast.
Fun's not over yet.
Completely uncensored and unfiltered, except for that part.
Looking for the after party with it going.
The show's after show starts now.
What the fuck, Thor? You're getting a haircut today? Yesterday was haircut day.
Did you not get the memo?
Yesterday was haircut day.
I just got a haircut last week, but I like the way she cut it. I just wanted a little trim, so it's more of a trim today.
I've never met a guy more into his hair.
So
It's very important to me.
He loves his hair.
It's very important. We got big plans this weekend, so I need to I can't wear a hat.
You look fresh.
I gotta look fresh for my lady's 30th birthday.
You got your drip suit ready to go. That's sick.
Can you stop dropping drip suit? He heard it
That's
once,
sick.
and now he keeps saying it everywhere.
Man, Eddie, you get it.
Everybody's getting a haircut yesterday.
Yeah.
Including your dog, Nugget, sent to the groomers yesterday.
Yes. Yeah.
And then when you went to pick up Nugget, no haircut.
It was really weird.
That's really odd.
Yeah, and I definitely had a moment of WWTD, what would Thor do?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's never good.
Well, I've had that happen. I don't know the story, but I've had it happen when Oscar, R.I.P.,
Oh, goodness.
was
Okay, can you...
Do you need a moment?
Well, I'm just thinking about he loved his summer haircuts.
Oh,
He always looked
Very
so dapper,
Very
and he'd
dapper.
prance around the house.
Oh, he pranced?
A little gentleman.
Oh,
He really was.
little
Yeah.
guy.
Oh man, that hurts.
Okay,
but
can you get it
sorry,
together?
Focus.
sorry.
Come back.
So he would one time I went to see how his haircut went. I went to go pay, and I looked at him and I go, they didn't give him a haircut, and he just looked clean, but he had no haircut. So I went, hey, you guys didn't give him a haircut, and they went, what? And they realized, oh my God, we didn't. So they had to give him a haircut, and they didn't charge me anything.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
That's how I
Is
fucking
that what
roll.
happened with you, Sky?
No, that is
No,
good.
Sky!
No,
Oh.
no,
That sucks.
Yeah, so he goes to the groomers yesterday morning, and the hubby drops him off. I make the appointment on the app. The hubby drops him off, and then, this is kind of our normal routine, same place we always go, and normally we get a call, I don't know, maybe about noon, sometimes as late as 1, saying, okay, the whole thing's done, because, we get the bath, we get the groom, we get the teeth cleaned.
Yeah, Oscar would get the top dog treatment.
Oh,
top
he's
dog?
A top dog.
Yeah,
He's a top dog.
And he'd always get a good report card. He never got a bad report card.
Aw,
he liked
sweet.
being pampered. He would sit there with his paw up.
Oh man. Okay.
This is not going well.
Yeah. So we were getting the whole shebang. So normally it takes it until like maybe noon, 1 until we get the call saying, "Hey, he's ready for pickup." So I'm getting ready to leave work yesterday, and it's like around 11 o'clock, and my phone rings, and it's the groomer saying, "Hey, he's ready for pickup."
Oh, early, huh?
Yeah, and I'm like,
Is that why you bolted out of here? I didn't see you.
Yeah, that's why I bolted out, because I
okay.
got the call, and I'm like, well, if he's ready, I don't want him just sitting there,
Yeah.
and so, okay, I'll go scoop him up. I didn't even have the leash on me, but I wanted to buy one of those new retractable leashes. Those look cool. Never had one before.
Really?
New dog owner,
I
you
have
guys.
one.
Okay.
Yeah. And
It's great. They work great.
Yeah.
You should get it, especially if he pulls.
yeah. So I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. So since I don't have a leash, I go into the store and I pick out these retractable leash, a couple treats, and then I go up to them and I go, hey, can I pay for all this first? And then can you bring him out so I can then snap him to the leash, because he's a bit of a wiggle worm, I don't want to deal with
Right.
all that.
I would always try to pay as fast as I could because I loved watching the walk out. It was like he was doing like a modeling walk for me. It was so
going down
adorable.
the dog walk.
Yeah, it was so adorable.
He's Kate Moss
Yeah.
walking out of
He'd
there.
be walking out, prancing, and
Yeah.
Oh.
strutting.
I mean, don't you think he was just excited to see you?
No, he was just he was
Okay.
showing off.
Okay.
He was showing off.
Just in case there are any
Yeah.
ladies around.
100%.
Monocle and top hat.
Ooh,
Yeah,
so dapper.
let's go.
Yeah, so dapper, that guy.
He really would.
So I asked, can I pay for everything? And they're like, yeah, sure, of course. So they ring me up, and I kind of mess up because I never know how much things are going to cost, you know? And so all the leash and the treats and everything is in there. So I don't know exactly how much to tip because I don't know the service based on all this other crap
it's not
added
itemized?
on. No, like I can't see it. He's just basically telling me my total. He's like, oh, your total is blah, blah, blah. And so I leave what I think is a nice tip for the service, which I leave $10. Okay. What do you think, Thor? How's $10?
I'm going to
Thor
say
almost
something.
passed out.
I'm going to say something
Yeah,
very controversial
his
here.
face changed a bit.
I don't think I've ever tipped a dog groomer. I didn't know we were supposed to tip dog
What a
groomers.
surprise.
I mean, there's a tip line, and the place I go, they specifically ask you.
This is fucking bullshit.
Do you
recently.
tip your hairdresser?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
I just never thought about it. I just never thought to tip.
Shocker.
Well, because I'm paying fucking $90 for a top dog treatment.
Oh my God, why are you paying $90?
It's so hey, Oscar was expensive.
Oh my
so
God.
and what they're doing now is anytime you go out to any place now, because I use my credit card, and there's always a tip thing, even if it's like Starbucks. Everywhere now there's a tip thing. That's how they get you. That's how they get you.
You're supposed to tip at Starbucks.
That's
the grocery store. Do you want to leave a tip? No,
No,
I
they
don't.
don't do that
they don't
at
ask
the
for a
grocery
tip.
It's
store.
ridiculous now,
Sometimes
man.
it's for charity.
And-
you know?
And please.
Okay.
So I'm not leaving $1 for the homeless pets. I'm not doing that. Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
God.
So
I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, anyway, you don't get angry. You are supposed to leave a tip at the groomers.
Well, I didn't know that.
I know you're a loser. I think that's well documented.
I don't. Well, what?
So I leave what I think is a nice tip.
Well, that's
of
insane. $10 is fucking crazy.
I mean, it's not.
I would have left.
I mean,
I would if I'm if
it was a $90 treatment, how much are you leaving?
if I'm tipping,
Yeah.
$5.
on $90.
What? So what?
No,
Scott, my dog weighed 12 pounds.
I know,
So?
my guy's a little guy too.
So it's not like going to a restaurant
Service
where you
well
order.
done, right? Was he walking out strutting? There's a reason.
He's
good
very,
service.
If you would have done my dog Watson, he's difficult, so I would leave a little bit more. He's very fidgety.
you wouldn't
Oscar
leave anything
just-
because you didn't know you're supposed to tip your groomer.
That's a good point, Eddie. So anyway, so I do
Piece of shit.
I don't know about that.
I do the $10, which is more than I normally do. But
You think?
But I was kind of feeling it. I'm like,
Fatty
oh, they're
Booba Laddie.
they're
Here
always-
we go.
They're always so nice. They always make
man.
Nugget look so good.
You're rich, you know, all that
okay,
stuff.
I'm not
Yeah,
thinking
it goes
that.
in- it goes into it.
I'm not thinking that.
Okay.
So I leave this nice tip, kind of, proud of myself, whatever. And then they bring Nugget out. And out comes a shaggy fucking dog. Like shaggy as fuck. And I'm like, so there's no confusion here. I'm like,
They forgot to give America.
yeah, like I basically can't speak because I'm like, is anyone else seeing what I'm fucking seeing right now? Are we in the Twilight Zone? Because how could anyone think this dog has been groomed?
Yeah.
And that's when the guy ringing me up, he's not the groomer, he's just ringing me up. He goes, oh, well, let me look at your receipt here. And he pulls it out and he goes, oh, yeah, you were only scheduled for a bath with a teeth clean and a nail trim. And
What?
I'm confused. Like, I don't even know that's a fucking option to bring a dog in just for a bath.
And
I'm
of
like,
course it is.
well, I start thinking about it.
Of course it is.
I'm like, well, maybe if you have like a massive dog, but like, how many people bring a little dog that fits in your sink
Rich people.
in for a fucking bath?
Rich
you know,
people.
to
It's very
pay
true.
$50
Well,
for a bath.
we will bring in Coco sometimes just for the nail trim because I'm not doing that at home.
Yeah.
It's too hard. It's too risky. Fuck them up. And so we'll bring them in for different services like that.
See, we always do all the services at once. Every time it's all in a package. So if you were to look in the computer,
Top dog treatment.
yeah, top dog. If you look in the computer, we've never done anything besides
I
that,
understand.
right?
You fucked up.
Well, so I'm confused, and I don't believe that I fucked up
you
because
never
Well,
did.
she's never.
Yeah, never
Yeah,
did.
you never believe.
because I've never ordered that
Fucked
service.
up in your life?
Thank you. Well, number one. And number two, I've never ordered that
Okay.
service before. Really weird. There was some weird shit that went on with the email where I got an email the day of saying your appointment's been changed, but it was the exact same date and time. Kind of makes me think some shady shit went on in the computer, but I don't
Shady.
I don't have any evidence of it.
What would they be trying to get over on you?
that the guy who actually cuts hair didn't show up that day, so the guy who doesn't cut hair decided, well, I'm gonna make money anyway. And
That's a wild assumption, Sky.
Why-
I mean, you have no idea.
I have no idea. I have no
Right.
idea. But based on the fact that I never make mistakes,
Oh.
this is
Oh,
what
God.
this is what
Wow.
I'm thinking.
She really does believe this, people.
True. But this is where they fucking got me because they're like, oh, well, when you drop the dog off, we confirm the treatment and have you sign confirming it.
Yeah.
And
Initial here, initial here.
So then,
yeah, and I'm like, he goes, so the man that dropped your dog off said that was fine and signed it.
oh boo.
So I basically, I got nothing to say. The boo fucking signed it. He didn't read it, and he signed it.
Damn.
And so I have now just paid whatever I paid. I want to say it was like $60. I think I normally pay $75 for the whole
Top
thing.
dog treatment.
Yeah.
I paid $60 for them to give my dog a bath and brush his teeth. And then the second my dog got home, he ran into the backyard, jumped in the pool, and then jumped in a pile of dirt.
No, yeah. That's
So
a dog.
I literally just threw that away. But prior to leaving, I'm thinking about that $10 tip.
Oh yeah.
Because
want that
I
back.
tipped
I want that
thinking
back.
I got the full fucking package.
Yeah.
Not that you just threw my dog in a tub that I did like
Well,
2 nights before. And
There's nothing to saying, oh my God, this is a mistake. My stupid husband, this is a mistake. Can you give him a haircut right now and I'll come back?
So they said, oh yeah, the person who cuts hair isn't here. I only do
Fancy ass place is this?
I only do baths and blah blah blah. I don't know if the hair cutter guy comes in later or just wasn't coming in that day at all. But so they had so they basically told me you got to go make another appointment and
Yeah.
come
Damn.
back. But I'm thinking I tipped.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Thinking I got this big service and really they just gave him a shower.
There's nothing
Yeah.
you could do. What
So
can you
I
do?
just-
Ask for a refund?
Well, no, that I was thinking like, could I ask for part of my tip back? Or
You're gonna ask for tip back?
That's-
Are you the type of person that's gonna reach into the jar and
Yeah.
take the money out? And
I
be
like-
like, oops, I didn't mean to leave a 5.
I get it. That sucks. But what? I mean, you can't ask for a tip back.
So you are in my situation.
I would never be
Right, 'cause
leaving
he would
$10
never tip.
tip. Yeah.
He would never
Thank
tip.
you.
Okay, but if you like for some crazy reason got possessed and decided to be generous, and then you didn't get the fucking service that you tipped on, would you just leave it and go?
I would
"My
be
bad"?
fucking miserable. I'd complain to my fiance. I'd complain to my parents. You guys would hear about it the next day, but there's nothing I could do. It's not. I'm not. If I bought something, I'd return it. But you can't return it. I mean,
bath?
you can't. Yeah. I mean, what can you do, man?
We would never hear the end of that $10 being
Yeah.
gone.
And he would
forever.
you
curse
basically
that
burn
Forever.
$10. You
rumor
basically burn $10.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still hearing about the $5 from the fucking golf
I know.
course
I
when
know.
somebody had already tipped
I
the
know.
server.
Yeah.
So you can't ask for the tip back.
No.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Even though you didn't get the service.
Yeah, because it's your fault you didn't get the service.
Ooh. But this guy doesn't make mistakes.
Yeah, it's the husband's fault.
It's
Make
the
him
dude's fault.
give you $10.
Yeah. Oh, I wish. And then I went home and
It would
asked
be her
him.
money anyway.
Yeah, and I asked him about it. Of course, he's like, "Well, I just assumed. And I go, so you just signed things without reading them?"
Oh no, here we go.
And he's like, "Yeah, I didn't think I needed to read it." And I said, "Well, for future notice, if you're ever signing anything, make sure it's actually what we've ordered and that the price is correct."
Oh.
And he looked at me like I was fucking crazy.
Oh, mommy's mad again.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Someone's gonna get a spanking.
Not cool,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, so first of all, we learned a couple things. Number one, you can't ask for a tip back.
No.
And number
Yes.
two, you do tip a groomer,
Yeah,
Thor.
Thor. Yeah.
So for future reference.
Future reference, just in case. Right now, I have dogs that don't need to be groomed. They shed, so we're good.
Wait, so you're what? So did you never bring them in for a bath or anything like that?
No, I bathe them, and Haley cuts their nails.
Oh, do you ever tip her for doing that?
I give her the tip.
Yay!
Okay.